Hi, people. Today we will start the first session in Learn English Faster during 1 month. Better English with Muhammad Subhi. We will start to know how to learn English and what are the steps you should follow. What are the mistakes you should avoid? I'll present here some mistakes of the beginners, some English learners, from the real life. I'd like you to be careful in learning. You have many or various sources. Try to pick up or select what is suitable for you. I believe that learning comes by practice and language comes by practice. Let's see what I'm talking about. How can you develop your language skills? First, I believe that language is containing a group of skills, particularly 4 skills. But first, I'd like to explain more what is the meaning of language comes by practice. Skills developed by practice, just like riding a horse, swimming, driving. As I told you, you can develop your language skills by practice, as language comes by practice. So, to be a professional English speaker, you need to practice more. Increase your hours in practicing and speaking and writing and reading and listening to the English language. As I told you, riding a horse, you need to practice. To be a good or perfect horse rider, you need to practice. To be a good swimmer, you need to practice. If you start just to read, when I want to swim, I need to move my right hand with my left leg and the reverse, you will not learn. But when you get inside the sea or get inside the swimming pool, you will learn fast. Many people feel panic. Oh, English language, it's hard. Oh, it's too late. No, it's never too late. Since you have time, you can learn. Don't be afraid of this. You need just to be brave. The same way, driving is a really hard skill, but you see millions of people driving. So you can learn anytime, anywhere, but you have to get your own ways and the right, correct way to learn. Simply, to learn language faster, you need to practice language every day. To read, listen as possible as you can. Listen to English songs, programs, and watch and listen to English movies, and so on. Try to use and connect whatever you have learned in your everyday activities. You need to practice. For instance, today you have learned 5 words. Try to use them in a sequence. Use them in a suitable, useful sentences. Because many people say, to be a better English learner or speaker, you need to memorize and keep hundreds of words in your mind. This is correct in some sense. If you are able to use these words, you're perfect. But if you can't, it's useless. As I told you, I'd like to divide language into 4 skills. Or, at all, language must be divided into skills. Because as I told you, most learners waste much time in learning English in the wrong way. So reading, listening, writing, speaking. These are connected skills. Each one of them depend on the other one. I divided them and I put them in a sequence that 2 input methods and 2 output methods. Like reading and listening are the input. We read we see how words are written. We listen to know how words, letters are pronounced. Okay? We apply what we have learned by writing. When you write, it's easy to apply, right? You know how words are written. Okay? Speaking reflects what you have read before. So, as I told you, these four skills are really connected. And when you start learning English, you need to start working on all these skills. I mean, practice reading, listening, writing, speaking, and the first day. And this is actually what I do. When I start to teach English to different categories of people, I ask them to start writing from the first session, even wrong sentences. You can't commit mistakes now, okay? Because when you commit mistakes, you learn more. So please start writing from the first moment you learn English. Okay, actually, to learn English, you need to know what are the main thing or element in the English language. And that's the problem. Thousands of people memorize huge amount of vocab or words of mine. But if you ask one of them to write a sentence, he cannot. Because he doesn't know that the sentence is the most important base of language. So if you know how to write a simple sentence, now you can speak English. And when I say you can learn English in 1 month, this is real. Okay? And even you can do this in less time, 1 week or a couple of weeks. Okay? Let's see what is the sentence in the English language. It's different a little bit. Okay? What are the main elements or parts of the English language? Simply the sentence. Okay? I play football every day. Oh, wow. It's a simple, right? Simple sentence. But if I ask you to write your own sentence, can you? Please, for the listeners or the people, audience, please start write any simple sentence now. Take your notebook and write a simple sentence, whatever you want. And if you do that, I'll tell you why later, because you will know what are the main parts of the sentence. And to know that, you need to do an analysis to know what are the ingredients, the elements inside one sentence. What is I? What is play? What is football? Every day, you need to know what is the function and the name of each part of the sentence. To answer this question, we need to do a sentence analysis. You cut it into pieces and collect it just like the jigsaw puzzle to know what the sentence consists of. Okay, to know what the sentence consists of, you need to know the grammatical structure of the sentence. Yes, grammatical structure of the sentence is very important. Okay, you need to make a mix between vocab and grammar. Okay, the sentence includes 3 main parts. You cannot ignore or omit any of these. You cannot do that. Okay? Subject is the doer of the action. Verb is the action itself. Object is the receiver of the action. Really, I don't like you to bother yourself, okay, in memorizing definitions. That's why I didn't write them. But what I want is that you need to know the functions, jobs, and places each element do or act. Okay, as I told you, the main job of subject, okay, he is the doer of the action. When I say, I eat an apple, simple sentence. Who ate the apple? I eat the apple. What happened? Eating. Eating an apple. Okay, what is eaten? Or what was eaten? The apple. So we have subject, verb, and object. They play football. Okay, who play football? They. What did they do? Okay, play football. Okay, Ali speaks English. Who speaks English? Ali. What does he do? He speaks English. What is the spoken language? English. So what I want, you should understand that language basic part is the sentence. The grammatical structure of a sentence must include subject, verb, and object. If you ignore or omit one of this, you will commit a huge mistake. You will turn the sentence into an utterance or short phrases, not a complete sentence. For last, the sentence must give one complete idea. Sentence should include a clear subject, verb, and object. In the beginning, please try to use a simple, clear sentences. Avoid long and confusing ones, okay? Parts of speech. As I told you, you need to know what are the main parts of the sentence. We have discussed the grammatical structure, okay? Subject, verb, and object. Now you need to know what is the subject and what is the verb and what is the object. Who function? What is the name of these elements? Okay, it's functioning as subject. So their job in the grammatical structure, but we need to know what are they. So a subject could be a noun or a pronoun. The same thing applies to the object. So you need to know parts of speech to know what are the difference between the noun and pronoun and adjective and adverb. So you need to know all these parts of speech, and we will speak about each one of them in a separate session. Okay? The first and the most important element is nouns, example, tree, pronouns, example, they, and we have 5 types of pronouns. We have subject, pronoun, object, pronoun, possessive adjectives, possessive pronoun, and we have reflexive pronouns. So we have 5 types of pronouns. We have adjectives, beautiful, smart, great. We have prepositions like in, on, under, above, behind, next. We have adverbs, okay, like heavily, slowly. And we have verbs like read, speak, help, jump. And verbs are divided into nearly 12 tenses because verbs describes the action. And actions happen in tenses, in past or present or will happen in future. Okay? Now, this is an introduction to the most important elements you need to know in the English language from the very moment, the beginning or the first session in learning English. You need to know about all these elements. You need to gradually know what are these elements and types of them to be able to use them simply. Okay? So please go ahead and don't be afraid. Okay? Thank you very much and see you later.